Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅgham saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Yassa kassaci bhikkhave bhikkhuno panca ceto kila appahina panca cetaso vinibadda asammucchenna so vatimasmen dhamma vinaye buddhiṃ virulhiṃ vepullang āpajjissati netaṃ thānaṃ vijjati. Friends, this is a statement of the Buddha from the Majjhima Nikaya, the middle length teachings of the Buddha, Sutta number 16. The Buddha said, monks, certainly in this Dhamma Vinaya, in this teaching, in this dispensation, whoever has not abandoned 5 darts in the heart and not cut off 5 shackles in the heart, should come to growth, increase and fulfillment. That is impossible. That is impossible. This is the meaning of that statement of the Buddha. Friends, today for this Dhamma talk, our topic is darts in the heart. Darts in the heart. You know the darts. Darts are like arrows. Buddha said, there are 5 darts, not only 1 dart. There are 5 darts, 5 arrows, like 5 arrows, 5 missiles in the heart. Heart, brain and senses. These are the 3 places our mind associates. Our mind is connected. In other words, our mind is connected to these 3 places: heart, brain and senses. We have 6 senses. To all these 6 senses, our mind is connected. When the mind is connected to this particular sense, like the 6 senses are the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. Mind is connected to these 6 places, but we have to understand clearly the mind is connected to these 6 senses only one at a time. That means we cannot, in order to perceive the world, in order to keep contact with the world, we have to have the mind, which is called consciousness, vijnana. We have 6 classes of vijnana, 6 classes of consciousness: eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness and mind consciousness. So the consciousness is connected to one particular sense at one time. When that means when the mind is when the consciousness is connected to our eye, we can see. When the consciousness is connected to our ear, we can hear. Like that, we perceive the world through these six senses. So, at the same time, simultaneously, we cannot hear and see. See and hear both cannot be done at the same time. But we cannot understand this. It is that fast. It is that fast. That is why we cannot understand. When we see something, when we see something, at the same time we cannot hear. In order to hear, our mind, our consciousness should connect to our ear, like that. So when the mind is connected to heart, it is called emotional aspect of mind. When we have any sort of emotion, such as fear, love, such things, when such things happen, we have the mind is connected to our heart. When the mind is connected to brain, we can think. That is the intellectual aspect of mind. When the mind is connected to senses, we can see, we can hear, we can smell, we can taste, we can have experience tangible tactile objects, and we can think. This is the way. So the mind is the forerunner. The Buddha said mind is the forerunner. Mano pubbangama dhamma. Mind is the first thing. Mind is the fastest thing, fastest energy in the world. It is within this world. Within this world. Mind is within this world. So mind and heart both are the same. Heart is the physicality. Mind is connected to that mind dwells. Buddha said, this mind dwells in the cave of heart, cave of this body. So the Buddha's statement is that our heart, that there are 5 darts in the heart. Darts in the heart is the topic. There are 5, not only 1, 5 darts in the heart. Once, while the Buddha was dwelling at Savatthi in the Jeta's grove, addressing the monks, said what I recited at the beginning of the talk. Let's understand the Buddha's expression again clearly. Buddha said it is certain. It's certain. Certainly it happens. Addressing the monks, said, monks, certainly in this Dhamma Vinaya, Dhamma Vinaya means dispensation, the Buddha's order, the ministry. In this ministry, in this dispensation, whoever has not abandoned 5 darts in the heart, and whoever has not cut off 5 shackles in the heart, should come to growth, increase, fulfillment. That is impossible. This means without abandoning, without cutting off these 5 darts and 5 shackles, it is impossible to come to a growth, advancement, fulfillment in our spirituality. It is impossible, the Buddha said. Now let's understand the 5 darts in the heart. The first one, any person, he or she is doubtful, uncertain, undecided, unconfident about the Buddha. That is the dart. That is the dart in the heart. Suppose a person has doubt in the Buddha, he is uncertain, he has no confidence, no saddha in the Buddha. That is a dart. That is the first dart. Whenever a person has doubt, he always think doubtfully, no confidence, no saddha, then always criticize the Buddha, always try to find faults in the Buddha. Whenever they see whenever they see a statue of the Buddha, they are not happy. They have no confidence. As such, they cannot develop their mind. They cannot practice ardently, cannot devote their time to practice meditation, practice dana, practice sila, practice meditation. No, they cannot do, because of that doubt in the mind, doubt in the heart, that dart in the heart. Doubt is the dart. Doubt in the Buddha. That is the first one. Second one. Second dart in the heart is doubt about the Dhamma. Doubt about the Dhamma. He or she is doubtful, uncertain, undecided, unconfident in the Dhamma. As long as the person has doubt in the Dhamma, he or she cannot practice the Dhamma, cannot come to this path, cannot understand the Buddha's teaching. So it is a dart in the heart. So that is the second dart in the heart. The third dart in the heart is doubt in the Sangha, doubt about the Sangha, the community of the Buddha's disciples. The person, whoever he or she is doubtful, uncertain, undecided, unconfident about the Sangha. Whenever they see the Sangha, whenever they see the monks, nuns, the lay male devotees, male followers, the lay female followers, the upasaka and upasika, bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, upasaka, upasika. Whenever they see this fourfold Sangha, they are not happy. They criticize, They always try to find faults. They always want to do something harmful for the Sangha, not beneficial. They never want to do anything beneficial for the Sangha. Because of that, they cannot practice. They cannot devote their time. They cannot practice ardently. They have no perseverance. They cannot practice because of that dart in the heart. That is the third dart in the heart. Doubt about the Sangha. Then the fourth dart in the heart is doubt about this training. You know, in the teachings there is a training. Sikha. There's a training. The Buddha pointed out three types of training. There are three types of training. The first one is Sila, morality. As long as they have doubt, as long as the person is doubtful, uncertain, undecided, unconfident, he or she cannot practice, cannot undertake the training of Sila, morality, precepts. Sila is important. It is the foundation of our practice. Therefore, without doubt, we have to practice. We have to understand. How can we expel doubt? In order to dispel doubt, we have to observe. We have to do our own explorations, own examinations. Only then we can understand, and then we can dispel the darkness of doubt. So the fourth dart in the heart is doubt about the training. So training is threefold. First one is Sila. Second one is Samadhi. Samadhi, concentration. As long as we have doubt, we cannot practice. It is impossible. The Buddha said it is impossible to practice and develop the mind. Sila, Samadhi is the second. And then the third one is Prajna. Prajna. Panya means wisdom. So morality, concentration and wisdom are the threefold training in this sasana. That training is necessary. It is a must in the sasana. Without that training, nobody can come to the success of this sasana. Nobody can come to the success of life, righteous life, Buddhistic life. So this training is very much significant. That is why I said it is a must training. So without doubt, we have to understand and undergo this training. So that is the fourth dart in the heart. Now the fifth dart in the heart. The fifth dart in the heart is the person, whoever he or she is angry and displeased with his or her companions in the sasana. Companions, his community. Within the community, he is not happy. He is displeased. He gets angry with the community. with his team. That is also a dart. It's a very bad dart. As long as the person, he or she, has that dart also, angry, displeased with the community, with the companions, as long as he or she has that, he cannot practice properly. His mind cannot, he can't uh, adjust his or her mind. He cannot practice, devote his time. He cannot practice because of that dart. So, friends, these are the 5 darts in the heart. 5 darts in the heart. Not only darts, the Buddha said, further said, there are 5 shackles. 5 shackles in the heart. What are the shackles? Shackles are the bonds, tight. There are bonds, fetters. There are 5 fetters, 5 bonds in the heart. 5 darts, 5 darts and 5 shackles. Now let's understand the 5 shackles in the heart. The first one, he or she does not free from lust, desire, affection, thirst, urge, fever for sensual pleasures. That is the first dart. The first dart is the person does not free from sensual pleasures. Sensual pleasures is the first fetter, first shackle. Sensual pleasure. The Pali term is kama. Kama. He has lust, desire, affection, thirst, urge, fever, craving for sensual pleasures. He or she wants to please her senses, 6 senses, gratification of the senses. It is because of that, as long as the person has that sensual pleasure, he or she cannot develop her mind, his mind. That is the first shackles in the heart. Second one, he or she does not free from lust, desire, affection, thirst, urge, fever for body. Always he or she has the desire to adorn this body, to beautify this body, for the beautification of the body, for the adornment of this body. Always try to clean this body. Cleansing is all right, but adornment, try to modify, even cosmetically modify this body. That is shackles. That is a fetter. That is a bond. As long as the person has that bond, he or she is not released, not free, then how can she or he develop the mind, do something spiritual? The second one is the desire, free. He or she has not free from lust, desire for the body. The body. The Pali term is kaya. Kaya. Body means kaya. Then the third one, Third fetter, third shackles is the person has lust, desire, affection, thirst, urge for forms externally, forms. He wants to see more and more things. So he tries to gratify the senses, forms. There are different forms. Rupa, the Pali term is Rupa. So as long as the person has that desire for forms, he or she cannot develop the mind. Forms. The Pali term is Rupa. Then the fourth shackle is the person, he or she. The Buddha said the person, he or she eats as much as he likes, she likes, and until as she eats as much as he or she likes, until his or her belly is full, and indulges in the pleasures of sleeping. In short, sleeps, eats and sleeps. Eats and sleeps is the life for some people. Lazy people, lethargic people, such people have no success of life. So how comes the practice of spiritual life? So the Buddha said it is impossible. It is a shackle. It is a fetter. It is a bond in our mind. Bond in the mind. That is the fourth shackles in the mind, in the heart. Then the last one, the fifth one, the fifth shackles bond in the mind is the person is doing good deeds. He is giving dana, she is giving dana, or helping others, supporting parents, and supporting elders, or even observe sila, practice meditation also, doing good deeds, but aspiring, expecting something, expecting to be born in the celestial realms, to be born in heavens. There are people, they always expect, they always aspire to be born in heavens. Buddha said that is also a shackle in the mind, a fetter in the mind, a bond in the mind. All these are to be cut off. All these 5 shackles are to be cut off, and all these 5 darts are to be abandoned, to be uprooted. Only then the person can practice properly and develop the mind and come to the perfection. Friends, let's understand this wonderful teachings of the Buddha and practice. Let's abandon these darts. Let's cut off these shackles and be free from such things and practice properly so that we can realize real peace, real happiness of Nibbana. May we all realize real peace, real happiness of Nibbana. sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.